This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Here we go. Taking a look at Seattle.
And they're headed into a long road trip here. And this is just the start. They'd love to get a win here to kick things off. Something positive to build on away from home.
And Doncic hammers it home.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength, and then his vision, his pace, all of that, what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Puts up a deep three. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Pass to ball. Here's Brown. The 3 ball. Here's Avdia. Up and in on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Doncic. The shot. Claxton. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Siakam, left side. Porzingis sets a screen. Pass to Avdia. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3. Avdia's got 7 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Back to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Controls the rebound and the putback. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Doncic outside. Here's Caldwell Pope.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Avdia, good. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Tell you what, they have outworked the opposition and have capitalized on the putbacks. bagging their own groceries tonight, boys.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Ryan, the way he sees the game, makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
It's stolen. Oh, George with a steal. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The shot is good. Doncic making the play. And this game is tied up now.
Luka's so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Here's Brown. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 on the shot clock. Pass the ball. And it's Porzingis off the drive. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Porzingis sees the lane. He goes right to it and through it. Very agile for a big guy.
Wrong. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Seattle. Trailing by 2. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Claxton. Avdia pulls it in. Here's Siakam. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And it's Seattle with the ball. 4-point game. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Tell you what, very few players have the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic. This guy is special with his vision and passing.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Claxton. Rebound by the 76ers.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Outside Porzingis. Over Claxton. No good there, off the double clutch. Denny Avdia making it happen for the 76ers. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack.
Timeout.
They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Now here's Ball. He's off on the layup.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
For 3.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Browns got 6.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And Siakam with the slam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Here's Doncic. Oh, Doncic playing above the rim.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Pass to Porzingis. Siakam outside. The floater. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Yes! Kristaps showing some range.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
Count it. And now an 8-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
Here's Doncic. That shot is off. Now Philadelphia with it. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Seattle. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Over ball. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Basket's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
To stop the run, Claxton. Rebound by Philadelphia.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Doncic. Luka on the attack.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
The 3, Porzingis. Claxton with a rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
1:52 left to play in the half. Here's Doncic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Pass to Porzingis. The 3 is up. Porzingis drills it from extended range.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Here's Doncic. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative, and he's got a flash and a flair to his game, but he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash, but he's a fun guy to watch hoop, that's for sure.
And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. And this is his third trip to the line tonight. No good on that one.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Here's Pritchard. .58 seconds left in the first half. 5 on the clock. Pass to Hayes. Back to Gafford. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And timeout called by Ty Lue. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Seattle trails by 7. Outside Reeves. Going inside. Nice D from Gafford.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Excellent job by Carter Jr. recognizing the situation and getting the shot off in a hurry.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Joe. Puts it up. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Now Reeves, yet to see a basket. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the tee. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch. Well, how about Porzingis showing you some nice quickness and activity, determined to get after the steal.
To the inside. And Porzingis with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. So it's Philadelphia now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Ball right side. Some solid defense from Claxton. Pulls it. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
Assist goes to
Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket on the night. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Injuries aside, you know, Porzingis' growth here in the league, I think, has been really quite rapid. It's clear that he puts in the time in practice to continue to refine his scoring ability and overall skill set.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Doncic left side. Pass to Claxton. Clock at 6. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Claxton's got 9.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Ball with a steal. And Ball throws it down.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on him.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And here's Ball. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Bad screen. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Doncic outside. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Oh, deflected by Ball.
No, sir. Get it out of here. LaMelo using that long reach to deny that shot.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Pass to Siakam. Over to the wing. Here's Brown. Second chance effort. Here's Avdia. And another shot. The kick out to Ball. Inside. Here's Siakam. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Siakam's got 6.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
And Kentavious Caldwell Pope picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Siakam outside. Takes the 3. Counted from distance. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Doncic with it. He's got 15. Claxton. Outside, Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Back to Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Pass to Porzingis. Good on the bucket. He's got 12.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Pass to Siakam. For three. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star, someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
Doncic outside. Claxton with it. It's not going to go for him.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Good timeout call right there. Looked like the guys were gassed. Heavy legs out there for sure.
So both teams making some changes here.
Timeout.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Philadelphia 76ers ENT.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Highsmith. Outside Joe. 4-3. He buries it from 3. Joe's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up 14 as we wrap up.
The away team, 45.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Seattle. They trail by 14. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. Daniel Gafford picks one up. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight. He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Doncic. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Ball sticks the 3.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Doncic, no good. Philadelphia leading by 11. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Back to Porzingis. No good on the triple.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Porzingis. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. And here's Siakam. From the arc. Claxton with a rebound. Here's Doncic. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
The Sixers leading. Siakam outside. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Brown. That three's off the mark.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And stolen by Porzingis. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
The Sixers lead by 8. Here's Brown. Hits the trifecta.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Good on the second one.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Poke loose. Pass to Brown. There's Ball with a three. Claxton with a rebound. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
You know, I still think Caldwell Pope does not get enough credit for everything that he provides. Suffocating D, efficient offense, excellent energy. And this dude is a real valuable piece.
Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia. And here's Siakam for three. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Doncic throwing his weight around.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's Brown. Three-pointer off the mark.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Alexander Walker. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Brown. For three, Porzingis. Here's Avdia. The floater. No problem from Porzingis as he finishes at the rim.
Defenses struggle with Porzingis in the paint. I mean, he's able to shoot right over most defenders. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
The Sixers lead by 8. Out to the wing. That's tipped. Caldwell Pope with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Up the floor. George, his shot is good.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack them.
George over to help. Pass to Brown. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And he gets it back. Back to Alexander Walker. From deep, here's Doncic. Porzingis grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Down low. And a missed layup. Seattle on offense. 9-point game. From deep, here's Doncic. Siakam pulls down the board. Ooh, poked away. Pass to Brown. From outside the arc. Buries it from 3. And the 76ers lead by 12.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it.